Welcome back to the Game Set Mash podcast. This is our 5th episode, and I'm here with Chris from The Right Pour and Todd from Booze and Ballin', and we
Good
are
morning.
back. Good evening, sir. I'm
Good
JB, your
afternoon.
host, and we're back. I mean, it's been a little bit. We had some stuff before Christmas, just posted another episode. Been a little bit, but we're back.
It's been a minute.
It's been about 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Yep,
3 weeks, but I will preface this. We do have a very awesome episode we're recording next Friday, so be sure to subscribe because we're bringing on a master distiller, our first one, and we're really excited about it. So
Very excited.
Very excited.
Dude, I am so stoked for that. Like,
Yeah.
you have no idea.
He's going to be,
If it wasn't for the cameras I have in your guys' bathrooms, I would have forgot what you guys looked like these last 3 weeks.
I mean, yeah, fair. I knew there was something weird about that corner of my bathroom the other day. I was like, when did that show up?
Ignore that little, like, a watch glare or like a mirror glare. It's always been there.
Wait, you got a glare? I had a little red light. That's what I had.
Yeah,
mine's in the vent.
You're more rural, so I had to actually hardwire yours.
Yeah,
JB's
that
is
makes
just
sense.
like a little dish. I put it in the teddy bear at the foot of his bed.
And I'm realizing why we don't have Todd on the episodes. Okay, let's get into our football segment. It is week 18 coming up, and we're deciding 2 spots for the last 4 seed in my Ravens and the Steelers, and then the Panthers and the Buccaneers. I'm gonna
Buccaneers for that.
I'm gonna say the game. I'm gonna start with the games have been awesome these last couple weeks. All the high scoring game, like the Rams and the Seahawks were high scoring. Even the game last night was super high scoring. Anybody can win, and it's very weird. Yeah,
like that was good.
Crazy.
That was honestly good.
Primetime games have been better
The block.
to end the season than they were to start the season.
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. It's been very non-existent. It was like they're good games, but like I'm getting kind of bored. I'm gonna sit here on my phone. Now it's been like I'm on the edge of my seat, wondering what's gonna happen next. Like you look last night, right? Stafford, who I thought was looking great, throws 2 just weird picks, forcing the ball in there.
That second one went for a touchdown. Sorry, fantasy.
Dude, I almost bet to have both teams have a touchdown defensively, and I'm kind of pissed I didn't. I'm pissed I didn't.
That would have been a good bet though. Like
I've been pretty hot though. I put like a $1 bet on like an $8 leg the other day for touchdowns and won like $100. It was great.
Bijan Robinson's an asshole. Just want to say that.
Get that out of the way.
Just
want
to get that out of the way. That man cost me some money.
I will say this: I won my family fantasy league, which doesn't mean much because half the people don't play. But then I lost our 10 Glen league, so I was like first place in one and last place in the other.
I won
Fantasy was weird this year.
4-digit numbers last night.
Damn.
I took a first, a second, and a third. The second I lost by 3 points because bonus points, and had that second pick went for a touchdown, I would have won by 1 point. Only because I'm in some difficult leagues, and one of them I had to like start players that didn't even play, and I still almost won.
That's the hard part. It's getting down to the end.
That's why this week, and that's not the end with the games being better. And then you throw the fantasy into it. That's why this time of year. And then all of a sudden,
well,
it's
weird too
really
because like
sad.
the pool host has been hard because you're like, who's actually playing this week? Who's
this
sitting?
week's going to be tough because
it's gonna be tough.
Don't know.
I'm tied for first in my work league, and I'm waiting until Friday at least or Saturday morning to pick because they'll tell you like last second who's actually playing and who's not.
Right. Speaking of that shit, there are, like you said, there's some good games to watch this weekend. That's why they flex the important games to Saturday. But so like AFC
Sunday night too.
AFC, let's say this. So for the number 1 seed, that's still up in the air. Denver wins, it's theirs.
Mm-hmm.
Denver loses, it's between the Jags and the Pats. And either one wins and the other one loses.
They're also playing against the Chargers without Justin Herbert. So, they might take it.
They might be handing that one to Denver.
Yeah, I mean, Denver's been weird too because I feel like what was it 2-3 weeks ago the Jags like killed them at home, and you kind of were like, wait, what? I didn't think the Jags were that good, and then all of a sudden the Jags are like what 12-4, whatever.
Jags have been a sleeper pick all season. I picked them in the offseason. I said they're gonna be good.
I didn't expect to be this good.
Sorry, I can't cut you off. What were you gonna say, Chris?
No, just that like the Jags have like. I kind of agree with that whole sleeper thing. Like earlier this year, I was like, whatever. But now, like they're kind of coming into their own in the offseason.
Trevor Lawrence is playing some good football.
I've said it here before. I've said it on your podcast. Coaching. Like look at the teams that went from mediocre last year, last place to first place this year.
Crazy, right?
The Bears are number 1 in their division. They can thank the Ravens for that one.
The Bears.
Ben Johnson's been a complete different coach. Liam Cohen goes to Jacksonville. It's been unbelievable for them. Just goes to show you that some new blood doesn't always hurt. Ravens, I'm talking to you.
Speaking of that, let's get back.
They need that though.
Let's speak to that. So you said the other thing that matters for the last spot is Pittsburgh and Baltimore. The question is Lamar gonna play? Which honestly, are they better with him playing or without him playing?
I think
because they actually use
right now
Henry
they're
like
better
they
without.
should have. Because they're using the run game correctly without him.
But they're also like Lamar's been afraid to run, so he's not a threat. When Lamar's playing at his best, he's a threat to run,
right?
And he breaks off stuff that you're like, okay, crap. But he has not been. I don't think he's been fully healthy this year to do it.
That brings me to the text I sent you earlier, and I know you were like, "Don't you bring him up on this podcast?" And I'm like, you know what, cute. I'm bringing that bitch up.
I'm just gonna sit here on mute
because I kept him in the league. I kept him, and I had to fight against what he did all year. He's looked like a shell of himself. And I know that he's dealing with injury, and I know it has to do with coaching, but like I just said about how they play differently with Derrick Henry, Lamar hasn't been playing like himself. He's been a little bit hindered. He's not running the same, but yet they're still calling plays as if he's at 100% and still breaking off those plays, which is why he looks off, but the coaching isn't adapting to accommodate, which is why, honestly, I think this week they go without him.
Here's my biggest thing that I realized.
Disagree.
Here's my biggest thing I realized when we didn't have him, right? Huntley is okay with putting his body on the line, which has helped us because the read option is at his best, right? When you're playing a good team that has a really good player, TJ Watt or Myles Garrett, it's better to run at them on the option because then you can decide which way they're going, right? And if you're fast enough to beat him, you're good. The biggest thing is that I texted you back about it. We have not used him like we have not used Derrick Henry like we used him against the Packers in 2 years, and Ravens fans have been asking to use him that much for 2 years, and we rely on the freaking Browns to get into the damn playoffs. Thank you, Brownies. This one and only time out. Thank you.
And I benched Henry because of how badly they were using him. Even though in my recommendations I said start him, I started the leading rusher in James Cook over him. Anybody would have done that.
Right.
But then, of course, they give James Cook the least snap share. The Bills, who also, we'll get into the NFC after this, but we'll get back to that. But real quick notice, the Bills, who go for 2 in the win when they should have gone for the tie, and they're in a must-win situation too. You run their number 1 rusher and a 51% snap share, and then Derrick Henry goes nuts on 98% of fantasy benches. Crazy shit. But
Derrick's just not been good. I mean, you give him like 6 carries, and you're expecting him to just go off. Like Derrick is better when you give him more carries. Like he's always been that way. Like his job is to wear down teams. But you also got to play. Like our line played the best they probably have all season as a whole. But I will say, regardless, we'll get off of that and look forward to it to next week's games. But they also you gotta know that like the Steelers are going to stack the box. You got to come up with like good plays to do it. And I think with Lamar, he's holding on to the ball too long, and it's not always about holding the ball. It's about getting the ball out there, letting playmakers make plays. Instead, he's kind of holding the ball, and he doesn't have the legs to run out of some of these jams, you know. And so my games I'm looking forward to, obviously the division games Saturday 4:30 is the Buccaneers and the Panthers. I think Baker's playing hurt too. I don't think he's been as good as he has been as he was earlier in the season. Even though they have a 3-course monster in the backfield, they still aren't winning games.
And a 5-headed monster at receiver.
Yeah. Now they have everybody back pretty much. It's crazy.
I'm starting to think that's hurting him, but it should be helping him.
I don't know. I don't think Baker's been great. I watched him the other day. He just doesn't look healthy. And I think the Panthers have a chance to win that division for the first time in what?
Yeah,
8
I love
years. How long has it been?
Absolute ages.
How long has it been?
Since Cam Newton.
Got to be, right? Chris,
Since
looking
Cam
it up.
Newton.
Let's see.
Yeah, I got you.
I probably should have looked it up before.
I think it's since Cam Newton was the quarterback. But
What was that, 2015?
Early teens. But that's the thing. It's like with them and also Bucky, they've been running Bucky really hard, and he hasn't been performing. So I think that they're relying on the guy who they thought was their. I think they should use
Give
Rashad
Tucker
White a
more
little
snap.
bit more. Give
Yeah,
Tucker a little bit more
2015.
snaps.
2015, I was right.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
you're
10 years
right.
ago.
But see, the Bucks though, the Bucks also need Atlanta to lose. So if the Bucks win, they also need Atlanta to lose. Panthers win, they're in. They don't need Atlanta. To lose.
Atlanta's playing
Atlanta's got
Saints.
which Saints have been surprisingly good.
They've been. I mean, I saw. Speaking of that, I saw a clip of. I think her name was like Aaron Davis or something on TikTok, and she's like, they have found their quarterback. He's playing fantastic. He had 3 touchdowns, and this. I'm like, he's playing the Titans, dude. Relax. Like, take it down a notch. He's playing the Titans.
He does look good, and
he looks comfortable. He's starting to look more comfortable. I mean, he's what? He's 4-1 or 3-2.
4-1, I think. But I'm excited to see what he does with a full offseason as the number 1 quarterback.
I mean, the Saints obviously have to get more receivers. They traded away Rashid Shaheed. You can't rely just on Chris Olave.
No.
Juwan Johnson's been good, just not. You can't be that good when you don't have that many weapons to deal with. And I think you only got a couple more years of Kamara, right? Kamara's probably going to retire soon. He's what, 32?
I think he's going. I don't think he's. I think they've seen what they need to see in Devin Neal and Condre Miller. So I think he's done. Condre Miller, yeah. So
can you imagine like Alvin Kamara in like the Chiefs backfield in that passing backfield? It'd be crazy.
He'd be a good 1-year filler spot for somebody. But I think
someone that needs someone's a very high passing game and doesn't really need as much of a rush game. I mean, he's still gonna run the ball,
or a change of pace back, like someone like honestly like Atlanta where they got a Bijan. Change of pace back instead of Algier, who runs very similar to Bijan. He'd be a great change of pace back for that team. Like like you said, Chiefs, something like that. They would be a great change of pace back.
I'm gonna ask you your takeaways on how the Bucks or Panthers win the game, and then how the Rams and the Seahawks win. Or no, the 49ers and Seahawks. For Saturday's game.
How the Panthers win?
How the Panthers win? What do they do to get that?
I think it all. I don't think I think the Panthers just keep steady. I think, like you kind of pointed to it, it all depends on what Baker shows up. And
I think you got to run the ball. Run Rico Dowdle. He's been great this year.
Yeah, they got
keep that momentum.
They've got to open up the run because the Bucks, they can beat the Bucks on the ground enough where it'll open up the passing game.
Yep.
But it all depends. What's going to happen is it's going to depend on the play calling for the Bucks. If the play calling for the Bucks, the Bucks are going to lose that game. It's not the Panthers' game to win. I think the Panthers are playing hot right now, and they're good. They're a couple pieces away. They've got to feed. Ted McMillan has to have a big game for them to win. Mm-hmm. And they've been winning, and they've been using sparingly, but they've really got to focus on him to draw the what they need to do is focus on him, get him the ball early so that the safeties cover him over top, which opens up Coker and the other players. Yeah, so that they can utilize the run game. Yeah. But if Baker shows up with the weapons they have, they don't stand a chance. Yeah. So it all depends on what Baker shows up. As far as the 49ers and Seahawks,
I think, and I'm going to say this, I think the Seahawks need to focus on stopping Purdy's run. He had 2 good rushing touchdowns against the Bears. Let him scramble a little too much in that game.
Well, and I think Kittle's going to be back too, which is going to suck for the Seahawks. Because Seahawks defense was good to start the season.
I want to see how Mike McDonald does. I want to see how he does scheming in that game. You know?
It's JSN needs to be more involved. Because let me pull him up real quick, because that was the thing that was bothering me. Like JSN was wide receiver 1 for so long. I gotta find him.
Okay, well, Todd's looking this up. Refill.
Pulling this up real quick, because if you look at his game log,
free ranch,
he's still getting involved, but they're not. His targets aren't as good as they need to be. But if he needs to play well, they need to feed him. He needs to get double-digit targets. They need to just pound the rock, 1-2 punch between K9 and Charbonnet. Run. Because the 49ers are playing too damn well that they're not going to be able to stop Christian McCaffrey. They're not going to be able to stop Kittle. So they need this it's going to be an outscoring game. I think that game's going to be high scoring.
Oh, yeah.
It should be. Oh, it should be.
Jackson Smith needs to be 10 targets, but they need to be good downfield targets.
But I think teams have really figured out how to stop him. So that's why I think his numbers have gone down. Because his numbers are still if the Seahawks
there.
could get like a really good tight end, they'd be set because they gets a little more pressure off of JSN and a little more off of Thornton and gives another guy option. I don't think Barner's the solution for that.
Yeah,
offense.
the thing is, he's still got he got 12 targets, but his yards per target against Carolina was only 6. Where if you look back against Indy, he had 9 targets, 7 catches, 113 yards, 12.56 yards per target. He needs to be targeted 10 yards downfield, not these little dink and dunk plays.
Yeah.
They need to pull the linebackers back a little bit so that they step back or they start the play on their heels so that the run game can get going. And they need to run Charbonnet on first, right up the freaking gut.
Yeah.
Not go K9 on first. They need to pound, because to me, Charbonnet is the better running back in that backfield anyway.
So
they need to pound the rock, but they need to move the defense of secondary back. But it's going to be, I think 49ers are really hot right now.
They're really hot.
Purdy is playing
and completely injured
great.
too. I mean, they don't have Fred Warner. They don't have Bosa. I'm eager to see if
Purdy can't dance for shit though.
Isn't the 49ers the most injured team right now in the league?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
One of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm interested to see, and it'll make a big difference, I think, for the 49ers in that game. Will Trent Williams, after hurting his hamstring, play? He got 1 snap, hurt his hamstring, didn't come back. So
no, because the Seahawks, he might. I would say no. He's going to dress.
Yeah.
If he's able to play, I think he won't start, but he'll be ready.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest with you,
they're not going to risk hurting him.
The hard part is with these teams is that they know they're like the Bucks, Panthers. They're not in the playoffs. The Ravens, Steelers aren't in the playoffs. These teams are already in the playoffs. So you're like, who do you rest? Who do you not? I mean, you can get the number 1 seed, but it's also like, holy crap. It'd be awesome. Be crazy too if the 49ers win out. If they win, they would have home field, and they could have home field all the way through to the Super Bowl.
That's the thing. If he
crazy.
plays with a hamstring and he re-aggravates it, but they don't win, he doesn't have a rest period, which is the hard thing. Which is why I think you're going to play him, but you got to limit him. Because the Seahawks, if they win with a tie. Even if they tie, they still get the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
So to me, it's the Seahawks have to utilize JSN downfield, and they have to establish a smash mouth type of run game, and then just hope to God the Seahawks the 49ers don't score, because Purdy looks really good right now. And
I'm going to say this, Ravens fan. Hey, easy there.
Okay. Dislike.
I will say Ravens keys, obviously keep running Derrick Henry, and keys on defense for the Ravens would be to stop the backfield, the runners. I mean, if you can stop Gainwell and Warren, you're going to win that game. So
let me ask you one real quick answer, because I'm not going to answer it as a homer. The Eagles can get the number 2 seed if Detroit beats the Bears. And the consensus is Detroit, even though they are not in the playoffs, it's the Bears. And I 100% believe they're going to come out there and they're going to try and win that damn game.
I mean, they can swing for the fence and actually.
That's the other thing, though. The Bears don't have to
could.
play anybody. The Bears don't have to.
No, but if they don't and the Eagles win, if the Bears lose, Eagles win, Eagles take number 2 seed. And Bears are number 3 seed. So the Bears, if Detroit decides to come out and try and play, and the Bears lose and the Eagles win against Washington, who doesn't have to play anybody, the Eagles could have the number 2 seed, which then completely changes, because playoffs in Philly is an atmosphere. It's like the 12th man in Seattle, going to play in Seattle. But it's only it's Bears have a 3-point line, which is technically at home.
At home, Bears.
With clinched playoffs and a team that's out, that's a Lions line. That screams Detroit Lions. So I think they're going to come in and Detroit's going to try and just say, hey, we don't have nothing to lose. We're not fighting for first overall draft pick. Let's F up their world and knock them out of the number 2 seed.
But I think the Bears are going to kind of contradict that and say, okay, we kind of need this more than anything at the same time. And they actually will probably do really damn good against the Lions.
I'm very eager to see who's going to be sitting this week.
Yeah, there's a lot. I love that there's a lot of moving parts, right? Even though there's 12 teams clinched out of 14, there's a lot of moving parts.
The NFC is crazy too. Like the top 3 teams are in the NFC West. And then you get the Bears really well, who were last place last year.
And okay, before we move on to college, the 2 teams that make it in, the last 2 teams in the playoffs, Is it the?
It's the
And
Panthers
don't
for
be
me.
a homer.
It's the Panthers for me. I'm not going to be a homer. I'm going to say this: if we can run the ball, we'll win the game. That's all I'm going to say.
I don't even, and I think the Steelers don't have Metcalf either again.
They do not.
So to me,
I don't want to root Steelers and Panthers.
To me, it's Bucks Ravens.
I don't think the Bucks are going to win that game. They just don't have the momentum.
They've been weird feeling about Baker.
They've been cold. Like the Panthers are at least putting up fights against the Seahawks.
It pains me to talk about the Panthers that way, but I kind of agree on that one. And the Bucks.
Panthers have been great.
I know, but I got a weird Baker feeling.
Mm.
Mark my words, when this launches,
you got it in your gut.
Just like, okay, so I'm going to put this. We haven't done it since college playoffs. Who called that Indiana was going to beat Ohio State, and who called Mendoza for the Heisman?
Okay, Mendoza line. I got you this one. Okay, you ready for this one? You ready for this one? Mendoza against the crappiest teams on their schedule had 27 of his 33 touchdowns.
Agreed.
Against Iowa, Ohio State, Penn State, a couple others, he had 5 touchdowns and 5 interceptions.
Yeah, but they still beat
the
Ohio State.
Yeah, I don't think the Big Ten. I said it all year.
Ohio State.
I said it all year. The Big Ten is just not good. They're just not good this year.
No, but that game 13. I guess we're transitioning into college right now.
We already started.
We just forced that one.
We already started. So good.
But I'm going to say that game was 13-10. I know, and I know a lot of some people who have said there was no way that they could score against Ohio's defense, which is true. But they also didn't expect the defense to hold up for Indiana either. I love that it was a 13-10 game. So, but I'm saying, I did say, I wish when I said about betting that we would have, if we had a lot of followers and they all followed my bets, we'd have a lot of very happy people right now spreading that. But I did call that. I'm just saying. So that note,
I'm not in a favorable. I don't think. Okay, so I don't. First of all, I understand why they have to do it, but 7:30 on New Year's Eve football game, I don't mind it, but I also just don't like it. It's just
problem is I'm not gonna fucking remember watching it.
There you go. See, there you go.
I mean, also fair. I don't think anyone is, to be honest with you.
We have Miami and Ohio State. It's right.
That's the problem. Really, it's not the Ohio part; it's the Miami part. It's
I mean,
but Miami
Ohio fans are gonna watch it.
There's some people calling that Miami upset, but I guess
I don't see it.
I don't see it.
I don't either.
I see one team upsetting, and it wasn't a homer pick. I actually think they could. Is Bama? Bama's been the healthiest down the road. Yeah, it wasn't a homer pick. I swear.
But see how honestly, Indiana played before. I don't think Alabama is gonna be able to upset them.
I went through and I looked at them, and
Bama's at this healthiest on defense too.
I did think about it. Bama's defense is the reason why I was sitting there for a little bit, trying to do my brackets and saying how it's going to go. Bama's defense, it does kind of have me a little bit. It wouldn't shock me if they upset them. If they had the upset, I just don't.
If they have the upset, if they have the upset, it's only going to be because of the defense. I don't think their offense is going to be strong enough to outdo Indiana. Offense.
I don't know about that. Ty Simpson just went nuclear 2 weeks ago.
Right, but I do think if they're going to win, and it's a very low-scoring game.
It would have to be
kind of like that.
And Oklahoma beat them
game.
the first time and had a great first half. They had a great early first half, but it's all momentum in these games.
And then they fell apart. I mean, Bama was down quite a bit. They came back.
Bama also changed
win.
everything. They changed their pass rush, but
because that's what you're supposed to do when you got a problem. Is they turned around and said, "All right, let's fix."
Hey, John Harbaugh, that's your job.
So Oregon, Texas Tech. Let's touch that game real quick because we all think that Bama's going to lose. We get it, okay? So
I might just be a Bama hater at the same time.
I'll see you guys later, okay?
I'll preface that.
No, I like Bama. I've been as an Eagles fan. So
many guys have been from Georgia,
Penn State fan,
and Bama,
and I love Bama's program. I have since Amari, I loved Amari Cooper coming out of there. Some of my favorite players have come out of Bama. I love the way Bama structures their program. It pissed me off for so many years that for some reason I felt like Howie Roseman, Eagles GM, never drafted players from that division, Bama, Georgia. And then the last couple of years, they decided, you know what? let's go
They've
all
done
in on
nothing
that.
but Bama and Georgia, I feel
Let's
like.
go all in on Bama
Pretty
and
much.
Georgia, and they've structured good, because to me, those are two of the most, they're not always the most successful. They're always in the hunt, but they are two of the most pro-ready all-around systems, from offense, defense, to special teams. They're one of the most pro-ready systems.
I think it's go ahead.
I know the Saban's hasn't been there for a while, but they've kept that structure that Saban, instilled long into it. So they're continuing that type of structure with a little bit of changes, obviously. But yeah, Georgia and Bama, they are the ones that are like, we want to win, be in the hunt, but also prep our guys for the most success possible. Simple
and I
as
think that could be the championship right there, Bama, Georgia. I would not
and
be
it probably
surprised.
will be. It's going to be how many times at this point?
I'd be
if they
awesome if it was, because then I could see the Eagles team next year.
I mean, as a Georgia fan, I want that. I want to see Georgia upset a Bama again. Like, come on.
I mean, it wouldn't be an upset because Georgia's ahead of Bama. But I will say this.
I got no skin in this.
I
game.
honestly think
an upset as a
it's
Georgia
funny.
fan.
I think it's funny, though, because I saw a thing that was like, Big Ten is like this in the bowl games. And people were like, who cares? Like, who the hell cares?
But back to that Oregon-Texas Tech game. I think Oregon has a lot to put out. I think they're going to do really good in this game.
Yeah, I think it's one seed difference, but I do see Oregon moving.
But I think it's the momentum. They're carrying that big win, the 51-34 win. I think it's going to be really good for that momentum. They're hyped on that right now.
JMU put up a lot of points. I know it was their third string against. I know it was Oregon's third string, but still.
But Texas Tech has the bye week, so yeah, they have more time to rest up and get ready. But I think the momentum is going to be a little bit more important in this game.
Which, mind you, every team who had the bye last year lost. So
that is
be
true.
ready for it. Be ready for it this year. Oregon
so is that why you're saying Alabama's going to upset Indiana?
Dude, could you imagine
I just
all
think overall better.
Of the top four seeds all go.
I think it's overall it's a best case scenario matchup for Bama. That's just what I'm just honestly. I think they'll confuse Mendoza. He really hasn't seen a whole lot this year besides Ohio State.
You can't get off of your team beating Indiana, can you?
He brought it up. I was done with it.
But
I mean, fair.
Yeah, if they do, it's because of their programs. Like I said, they've got the most pro-ready programs. Like Ohio State produces wide receivers, but I'm not going to say that they got the most pro-ready defense, linemen, this and that. Iowa produces the most pro-ready tight ends, but I'm not going to say that they have the most pro-ready linebackers or anything else. I'm going to say all around, Bama and Georgia produce just all around great products.
Yeah, there's plenty of other schools that produce very specific spots that they really excel in, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's just that they fill that void.
Like if you're going to draft a wide receiver, go to Ohio State.
Iowa tight ends, bro. It's just like draft them there.
Tight end you. But so, yeah, I see Oregon beating Texas Tech, and I think it's going to be a close game, but I do see him. I see Indiana beating Bama, but if they got upset, it wouldn't shock me. Georgia, Ole Miss.
That's going to be a good game.
It's going to be good, but Georgia all day. I'm biased, but whatever.
I know. I mean, and again, I went back for I see
That's
Ole Miss pulling
those two games,
Bama,
Indiana, and the Ole Miss is the biggest ones for me.
Ohio State beats Miami. I don't think there's any question about it. It's 9.5 money line. I can't. I
can't see Miami coming for an upset on this one. It's just
I wish I could bet on some touchdown scores, but I don't know. I mean, I'm really eager to see Ohio State or Ole Miss kind of keep pushing after losing Lane Kiffin and all the drama within the program.
They are that Gonzaga from the NCAA tournament 8 years ago. They're the what is it? What's that? The mini herd, the plane crash football team. Marshall. It's like it's that story. But
yeah.
I would love to see the heart win would be see Ole Miss in the championship. Because of Lane Kiffin being a dick and moving on like he did.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I could see it happening.
It would be a heartwarming story. I just don't want to see it.
I mean, I do because I think it'd be funny as shit.
Once again, I'm still biased.
But, see, I like that my team is just stupid and not in it. So I'm fine with that. But I want to see Georgia, Bama because I love the organizations. But I really do want to see OSU and Indiana in the championship and
bring it back.
Because there are a lot of Ohio State fans that are saying that they should have won that game, and there's a lot of that was a fluke.
But you didn't. But you didn't.
Like, so I would like to see.
I hate Ohio State fans. I'm sorry. Get your head out of your fucking ass. Like, I'm sorry, but get your head out of your ass.
You lost that game. There was no weird calls. It was just a defensive game. I want to see. I want to see a rematch of that game.
I'm sorry,
I
Ohio
just
State
do.
fans. You got nothing better to do there in Ohio. There's nothing to do, but like, get a grip, okay? Get a grip.
I mean, I got to say, it would be interesting to see a Georgia-Ohio game.
I would like to either see a Big Ten rematch. I'd like to see an SEC or Big Ten rematch championship-wise, if it's possible. Either way.
Big fan of rematches. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I would not be. I mean, as biased as I am, I still wouldn't be mad about that because that would still make for really good game. Like that would be close. That'd be tight. They would be fighting to the death for that one.
I put it this: if we get OSU and Indiana again, and I did like as much as I said it on here. I was talking to Ohio. I got Ohio bourbon guy, and being a Penn State fan, I watch a lot of Ohio State too because they're our rivals. And I thought they're built. Their defense was built to stop them, but their offense just disappeared. So I would like to see if that happens again and if that changes the script. And I bet if they met in the championship, I would take the over on points because I think it's a completely different game, and I want to see that. I would like to see an offensive game between those two instead of a defensive game.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if they end up back in the championship, let's be honest, they're going to go back, study all that film from the last one, and they are going to come fucking prepared. They have no choice but to.
Honestly, I think either way, Big Ten or SEC championship, or even a little bit of a crossover would be really cool. So
I would prefer the crossover, to be honest with you. I think that'd be to be honest, what I want to see would be a Georgia Indiana game. I think that would actually be a really, really good game. I think that would be awesome. As much as I like to see Georgia and Bama fight it out every time, we've seen it. It's been done. Let's move on from it. You know what I mean?
But every game for those two is different. It is completely different.
No, it
every
is.
time.
I won't deny that, but I just want to see it be something different at the same time.
I agree. Okay, let's go into UFC. What you got over there, Chris?
Honestly, not much of the UFC. They're kind of on a hiatus right now. So we are actually going to talk about the Jake Paul, Joshua Anthony fight. Wait, did I say that right?
Whoa.
Did I say his last?
Which?
No. Did I fuck that up?
I think you fucked his name up.
No, Anthony Joshua.
Anthony Joshua. I said it backwards.
He said backwards.
I did
He
say
said
that.
Joshua Anthony.
Yeah.
Thank
Joshua.
God I'm, thank God I'm dyslexic. I mean, dyslexic.
Yeah, dyslexia kicking in there. No, that fight was an abomination. Jake Paul, don't come sue me. Abomination to boxing.
Well, he already tried to kill him in a car wreck.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nigeria. I saw that shit.
Say that? Oh.
Jake Paul, don't come after us, or Logan Paul. No, but I mean,
I like Logan Paul.
But by the way, like, no, honestly, about that whole wreck, like, man, prayers to the families that did lose those two people. In all fairness, like that was some.
I heard he was
shit.
speeding though, so I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying bad. Like,
talk
I'm just
about coincidence. I mean, if you're speeding, like you don't get there any faster. Speeding's fun. I get it. We do it. But
I love it. But
if you're gonna make you make big boy choices, you get big boy prizes. It is what it is. Just ask Henry Ruggs.
Yep. But I mean, we are in the threes if you think about it. Greg Biffle, then you got Anthony Joshua over here getting in a wreck. Didn't die, but getting in a wreck. And then Denny Hamlin's dad in NASCAR dying.
Oh, like, that's right. Yeah.
Dude, it's in threes, man. It's in fucking threes. I swear to God. But no, that fight, that was okay. So I know people were saying like, oh, but Floyd Mayweather made his whole career off running and diving and all this other shit. Yeah, well,
which he did,
but he didn't do it to the extent that I think Jake Paul did. Like Mayweather still puts up some swings. He puts up some heavy hitters. Jake Paul literally was just like, I'm gonna hug you. Bro, fucking fight. You know what I mean?
So they tried to say that he did that because of the height difference. Because when you get in there with the height difference and the fist coming down, the thing is go down
was like what,
and
7
cause
inches?
the breakup. Which I get that to a point. I just think that he finally fought a fighter and he kind of got in the ring and realized like shit. Now this is what it feels like, and I'll give it to him. The dude took a broken jaw like a champ, like
twice broken jaw in 2 spots.
Yeah,
I'll give him that.
Sit there and have a conversation with you
because I couldn't take that shit. No way.
The thing is, he was taunting and stuff, and I think what it all breaks down to is I think Anthony Joshua was not full on a go for some reason that people say rigged payment, this, that, whatever. Fuck it. Even if it was paid, good on Anthony Joshua for finally hitting him in the jaw and showing him what a real punch feels like. But he took it like a man. Like
he did take it like a man. But I'll say this: I think so I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and speculate that it was rigged. Whatever. I don't really care about that, right? I think the turning point in that fight when he had enough of Jake Paul's bullshit is when he punched him in the face, and then he I think it was at the end of the round. He stuck his tongue out, and was like, "Ha, you ain't got nothing on me." I'm like, I think that's when he was like, "All right, we're fucking done with this shit." Like,
did you see the still?
Yeah,
of Anthony Joshua just going.
Yeah, he was like, all right, you want to do this shit? We're doing this shit. You know what I mean? Like that's when I think he had enough. And I think that's when, he was like, all right, I'm going to stop taking it easy on you. Cause I mean, you go into the stats of the height difference, the reach difference, like this was stacked against Jake Paul 100%,
I
so
mean,
I think,
that's a
I think Anthony,
ballsy choice to fight that difference of size.
oh yeah. Like that's just, he was being too arrogant. I think he was being too arrogant. Like, dude, you fought Mike Tyson, who's how old now? Like,
Yeah,
what does it
Anthony
matter? You know what I mean?
Joshua
That was for money, and by all means, they did a damn good job of getting that money. Hell yeah. But he picked a fight that I think he knew early on into the fight he was in over his head.
He reached for a legit contender. It was just a big ask. And what he did, though, and everyone said it, like the fact that it went 6 rounds, he took a broken jaw like a champ. Everyone's like, even Logan was like, you were like, wow. I was like, no, that was a gut reaction to like, fuck my life. That hurt.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't you going, wow, that's what a punch feels like you tried to say. I get it. Go cheer on Uta in the Winter Olympics. He's taking some time off now, obviously, because you got to heal.
Yeah.
They're gonna move Uta to Puerto Rico, and they're gonna have a baby, and they're gonna do all that. Yeah, he's gonna take some time off. He's gonna rethink and think about, now you just fought a real guy. You can't go back to fighting bullshit guys anymore.
Yeah.
You fought a Greek god of a man.
If he can even fight,
Jesus.
because from my understanding, once you get some of that titanium shit in your face, your career's kind of done. I did some research on that, and I mean, like, maybe because he's putting up the money to promote it, they might be like, all right, whatever. But like professionally speaking, they're kind of like, dude, that's kind of it.
Yeah, I guess there's a lot of
there's more
liability
variables
in it.
Yeah, there's variables, liability in the situation. Now, if he's using his company to promote it and he's fronting all the money, at the end of the day, what are they going to say now? Like
yeah, he just won't be on any real fight cards. That's the thing.
Exactly. So
But
his
that was
career
fun.
may be done, though. It might be done. I guess time will tell at this one once he heals up, sees what they can do from here.
I'll give it to him. Like, those two are annoying as fuck, but like they know how to make money, and they do it right. And Logan is actually I like this. Jake Paul tagged along with Logan. Logan is a big dude, built really well. And I thought early on, if those two would have fought, Logan would have destroyed his little brother.
Oh, 100%. I think he would have too.
Then Logan goes into wrestling, makes a legit career being the a-hole in a respectable sport.
So
and then,
my problem with that is, hold on, time out. My problem with that is, I agree. He made the career off being an asshole. My problem is that he bought his way into the career, unlike all these other people that grew up doing it and worked their way into the career. That's
I know. I meant made a career on like social media.
Yeah. Well, and on the wrestling though. But you know what I mean? Right. It's like, I hate how he bought his way into the wrestling, but damn, as much as I hate him, he's doing a good job at making me hate him.
Well, he wrestled through school and was actually an accomplished wrestler in school. So
but he didn't do the WWD training. He didn't go to to those stuff. He didn't work his way through the company, but goes, oh, I made the company. Like, no, the fuck you didn't. Like,
he's basically Bronny James.
Yeah. But he definitely is more relevant from the start. You know,
more relevant than Bronny
on.
James, and nobody knows who his dad is. His dad's hated. Fuck LeBron.
Yeah, unless you know
WWE. Jordan's the GOAT. Anyway, JB's like, I don't want Todd to talk anymore.
Right. But like that's the thing with them, is that they are so good at making money, and you can't fault them for being Logan, not so much Jake. You can't fault Logan for being the moneymaker that he is at the end of the day. Like, yeah, I may hate him, but like, dude, he is damn good at what he does. He knows how to play the right cards.
Yeah.
He knows how to work the system the right way, and he's good at it. And he's good at being the asshole that everyone wants to hate.
And I like that Logan went from being the asshole to making something, turning that asshole into like a legitimate thing. And Jake rode him and then said, you know what? You got your thing. This is going to be my persona and my thing. Back from when the Vines, like I missed the 6-second Vines.
Yeah,
back when those two were like scrawny little dudes making stuff. Logan was showcasing his backflips. Like they know how to make money. They played the system right, and now they are living off of it. And you can't hate success to a certain point.
Yeah.
Any one of us would have taken that in a heartbeat.
I loved watching their Vines back in the day. Like, that shit was funny as hell. Like, I genuinely did enjoy it. But then once they got the money and they became too cocky, that's when I was like, all right, now you let the money get to your head.
Yeah, there was
a lot of those guys who did Vine for a while ended up doing YouTube and did really well. And then, like, I think Logan Paul has, like, one of the highest merch sale like figures of all time. So
100%. I mean, he bought a $5.3 million Pokemon card. You can't hate that success.
Nope.
yeah,
All right, so
buy or sell time.
fuck Jake Paul. Yeah.
You fuck Jake Paul.
I'm cutting that one out. We don't need the fucking.
Yeah,
we
no,
don't
we
need the
don't need
lawsuit.
I know.
What is he gonna
I want to make a couple $1 million to let him knock my ass out with a metal jaw. I'll fight
Okay.
Jake Paul.
Yeah, he'll come for me and be like,
Oh.
I'm going to sue you. And be like, for what? My boat that I have too
There's
much money
so
paid
many
on?
people that say fuck Jake Paul. What we'll do is he'll sue us for that. Then we'll just rewind the clip of us showing him respect.
Yeah, right. But he can't take me for shit. Everything I have is debt. Whatever. Fuck it. Sue me for the 0 things that I have assets of.
I'm starting an LLC tomorrow. We're good.
Anyway, because we have nothing to report on NASCAR. Because last time we were here, they were still in the
limbo
courtroom and that
Litigation.
shit. And that shit they settled on day 6 of 8 of 10 or some shit like that. They were like, "Hey, we're gonna figure this out. See you later." So that's that. That's all the NASCAR news I have. They came to their senses.
Sorry, Jake. Go ahead, host. What
No,
were
it's
you
okay.
saying?
Okay, let's head over to our buy or sell section. Who wants to go first today? Should we go left to right? Go ahead, Chris. You go first.
Okay. So I am buying the UFC going to Paramount. I'm very excited because we're getting UFC 324 and 325 1 week apart. That would be 2 pay-per-views, usually months apart, and we're getting them one weekend after the other. And
For
they are
no
big
additional
fights.
charge, too. This is no
Well, I think you
upgrade.
have to get the $13 or whatever $15
If you
one.
already
I
have
mean,
it, though, you're good. You're
if
chilling.
you like, I have the $9 one, so I just got to buy a couple more dollar per month to see the pay-per-view instead of seeing it for $90 or $80, whatever it is.
Every
Per
time.
fight. Oh my god,
Yeah.
I am stoked. And the fact that the 2 fight cards coming up are going to be awesome. Sean O'Malley's coming back.
And earlier, too. I don't have to stay up until 2.
Oh yeah, you know they were gonna pack the fight cards.
Oh, the very first one, 324 is packed. I wish I could make it. I tried. It's in Vegas.
No, you're not going this time. Last time we had an episode, you were going.
I was trying to go. We couldn't make it work.
wanted to go.
I wanted to go. But no, that's what I'm buying in. I'm so stoked because it's only a couple weeks away at this point. I'm selling the college playoff committee. Yeah, I know we talked about how good the matchups are right now, but if you want my honest opinion, I don't think freaking Alabama should have made it to begin with. They got voted in.
Ouch.
I don't think Tulane and
I know it's a
James
hot take.
Madison
I don't
should
give a
have
shit.
made it.
It's a hot take. Whatever.
I mean, to be fair with you, like people had that issue, but then people turn around and were like, well, what about Tulane getting their ass kicked? Like, what was the point? So I get they need to put some of those conference championships in, but if you don't play anybody, I think they need to restructure it totally.
Yeah, because some
somehow.
of the schedules this year for some of these teams were so goddamn easy.
Matchups should
Ohio
matter.
State,
Yeah,
Indiana.
they should matter.
Looking at you.
I think they need to maybe not abolish the committee, obviously, but restructure it a little bit. Put more consideration.
Here's the
into it.
problem that they have created now that I heard about, that as long as you win your championship, it doesn't matter. So you're not going to want to play anybody that's difficult, like Texas and Ohio State at the beginning of the year. And all you're going to do is just try to win your conference so you get an automatic bid, which I just don't think is fair because, why are we watching Tulane Green Wave or whatever the hell their name is? By the way, there's come on. And James Madison at least put up a little bit of fight. They put up 34 points, but still, it's just come on. It's just.
Yeah. No, I don't disagree with that. I think it's kind of like the NASCAR. If you win, you're into the playoffs. It shouldn't be that way.
They need to
just makes
restructure how coaches happen too.
Yeah, because then they can sit there and make their season so easy. So it's when we're in, simple as that. Fuck it, whatever.
Yeah. Todd, what you got?
All right,
Buy and sell.
I am buying the Phillip Rivers experiment coming back to the NFL for 3 weeks. I love Phillip
I'm
Rivers.
sad he
when
didn't
was
get a
there.
win though. It's upsetting.
No, I would have loved to see him take him to the playoffs, but week 1, a little shaky. The last 2 weeks, he didn't have the arm strength, but it was a great experiment. I enjoyed watching it, so I was glad he came back. It was cool to see.
I appreciated that. That was nice to see.
It's crazy. The Colts were 7-1 at one point. I mean,
I know that's a tragic fall off right there.
I know.
There's the
Daniel
pros
Jones
and the
got hurt.
cons.
Well, everybody said that they were frauds, but nobody. And then all of a sudden, it just happened. And sell is I'm going with bye weeks, like we hinted on. Bye teams lose. I hate bye weeks. I hate sitting players. I love going for the 1 and 2 seed in the NFL, but I think bye weeks hurt teams. I think you lose rhythm. I think people get cold. especially if you have the number 1 and number 2 seed, then week 18 in the NFL, you also said them to give your players 2 weeks off is a big ask. I think they got to play a series in week 18. Get them in the game for a minute. I'm just not a fan of bye weeks because so many good teams lose off a bye week just because they lose that rhythm.
See, that's kind of why I like it though, because it mixes it up a little bit.
I do agree. I also think a lot of times, like the way they structure some of the bye weeks is really good because like Todd's over there throwing shit. You like
which I don't blame him. I see his standpoint. I get it.
You go to like London or you go to Brazil, like it makes sense to give your team a bye after trying to fly back and all the
right. Yeah,
it's understandable.
No, hold on. You sign up for that. If you're going to sign up to be in the NFL and they send you to Brazil or whatever,
here's the problem,
which is
though.
on the same time zone.
They
send
really
to London,
don't.
I get it.
They don't. Yeah, I get that part, but
The jet lag shit.
They don't send any of the West Coast teams to London. They send all the East Coast teams because it's too far for them to fly from LA.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So then why is it
the
fair?
time zone difference?
Well, I understand that, but then it's like, are you going to make them come back and then go to LA? It just doesn't make sense. So
I get that. I guess I'm saying pre-playoff, end of season, when it matters. Buys. I'm not a fan of bye weeks. Forced versus choice. Forced bye week seed, I get it. Choosing to sit your players in addition to that, I think is a little bit long. I think 2 weeks is a little much. I think it's just, it's a cautious choice to make, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I can see that. No, I can see that standpoint for sure.
Yeah, JB,
regular
buys.
Sells. Yeah, I'm buying Derrick Henry, like 4 touchdowns, 212 yards. Thank you, Ravens, for finally giving him the ball over 30 times, over 20 times. Like, it's just, thank you. Now I want to add one buy. Thank you, Brownies. I said it earlier. Good job, Brownies. I've always said you're shit, but thank you. My big sell is a hot take. It is going for 2 points to win the game, a.k.a. the Bills this week.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. Fuck off.
Kick the fucking field goal. I don't get it. Like, just kick the field goal, go into overtime. If you lose, you lose. You lost in overtime. Instead, you're going for 2-point conversion, and it's all rushed, and you're like, I'm going for the win. The Ravens do it too often, too. I get it. At some points, you're going to have to go for 2, but going for 2 when you can easily tie it is
I think
a different story.
It's becoming more common where it shouldn't be.
Yes.
That's what I think it is. Because when the Bills did that,
and
I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
I think the analytics are going too much into that, too. Analytics don't mean shit. Like, the data doesn't mean you're going to throw a fucking good football.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Actually, and the pass
thing
that
is,
the
you
Bills
can't tell
throw,
about the coverage either.
No, the pass to Bills threw was one that they complete all the time. It was just a bad
they were
throw.
good at that one.
And that was probably weather. The weather was shitty.
Well, I don't disagree with that, but just kick the field goal, go into overtime, and play some more game.
That's why they should have kicked the field goal because, they are good at that play. They've done it a bunch of times. It's proven to them that they're good at it. But in the scenario that they were in, it was failed from the start, in my opinion. I think as soon as they were trying to go for it, like you said with the weather, it was like, why would you do this? Just, play it safe, go for that field goal, go for overtime. You have way more control over the situation at that point, even if you lose the coin flip.
They needed to win. It was a win. They needed that for advancement of seed. Like, it made no sense what they did. I mean, as an Eagles fan, I'm fine with it. But
of course, yeah.
I'm sandwiched between the 2-point conversion fiasco over here.
Yeah, but like having the control in overtime, I think would have been a smarter long play than trying to rush that.
Well, I think the 2-point conversion is also a bigger thing because most of the time at the end of the games, you're trying to run down, you're trying to score. You got so much adrenaline, and then you're expecting these guys to sit there in a small window, make passes, do this, do that. Coming up with a creative play on the 2-yard line is just not easy for any coach, any team. Just kick the 2-point or kick the field goal, go to overtime, win it in overtime, stop them, whatever. I mean, and here's the other thing. And no
just
offense
ask
to you,
for Sean Lynch. Just ask for Sean Lynch. It's hard. It's
no
hard
offense
to make
to you.
a play.
No offense to you, but the Bills were stopping the Eagles' offense pretty easily. They probably could have done it in overtime and won the game. And
the Eagles had 0 completed passes in the second half.
See, that's my thing.
Exactly.
Just like the analytics would tell you, do that. Just
right.
Stop
and
them.
If the Bills sat back and looked at that for a second, you got all these guys up in the booth. All they had to do was sit back and look at that and be like, "Huh, why don't we just ride that momentum that we have for that part of the 0 completions?"
Yep.
Come on, it makes fucking sense.
That's the problem is that the analytics are saying go for 2, but the analytics aren't saying, oh, we stopped them this many times. Too many analytics, too whatever. But
Because I mean,
In the
really, all you need is a field goal in overtime, and then stop them from doing a field goal or any point, and then you're good. Like you can play it smart in the overtime. You have all that time to not make dumb decisions.
And overtime now too, you automatically get the ball, so it doesn't matter anymore if you just go down and score a touchdown because the other team's going to get the chance to score. So if you don't get a chance, if you don't score, you can't get it on fourth down. That's one thing. But going for 2 to win the game seems a little greedy to me. Just it is what it is. The Ravens do it too often, way too often.
And I think with the overtime thing, like I think getting the ball first and having that momentum and setting the pace, I think is a little bit more crucial. But yeah, at the end of the day, every team gets a chance to score in overtime. So at the end of the day, yeah, even if you don't get the ball to begin with on OT, at least you have a chance to either continue their pace, change their pace, whatever it may be, to, answer back and at least change the situation, have control.
Well, in the name of Cartman, analytics can suck my balls.
Yeah.
But NFL's over here. You will respect my authority.
Yeah. Fuck analytics.
Okay.
Let's talk about bourbon.
So let's go into our last segment today. We actually are going to mix it up a little bit. We're going to go into whiskeys, and we're going to do our top 3 ryes that we recommend. It's actually a really hard list for me because now that I went back thinking through my ryes, I was like, oh shit, like I probably should have brought that down too, but I didn't. Let's go left to right. We'll go. It doesn't matter order. Just go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Your
1, 2, 3.
left is different from my left.
Yeah, I would say you always say that. But
I have Chris.
I have
Chris. It's Chris, me, Todd.
All right, so I'm not going to put mine in any particular order.
Yeah,
they are all great in their own right. I'll describe. Are we doing 1, 2, 3 at one time, or are we?
No, 1 for you, then 1 for me, 1 for Todd.
Okay, so no particular order.
You are asking.
Actually, no, kind of particular order.
Get the fuck out of here.
My
Todd.
favorite is the Catacomb Creek.
Oh, that is what it was called. I saw that the other son of a bitch.
Yes, so the Catoctin. Sorry, Catoctin. I got to say it right.
Catoctin, yeah.
Catoctin Creek. But this is the Rabble Rouser Bottle and Bond 100% rye. And it is absolutely delicious. It's so damn good, so chocolatey, so flavorful.
Is that a regular product? Because we get Catoctin Creek here, and I probably should try it.
I think it's only a limited release.
I know, Todd. We said cock, okay? Grow up. Grow up.
I knew you lived by a creek.
A cock creek.
Cock in the creek.
I think it is a limited release, but honestly, it sits on shelves because people don't know about it, and it's an absolute sleeper, and it's under $50.
Under $50. You gotta love. You just gotta love.
You cannot go wrong. I mean, I have another one waiting at my store for me because they're like, "When are you going to be done with yours?" And I was like, "Pretty damn soon."
I saw one of those at a liquor store the other day, and I couldn't remember which one it was that you said you loved, and I didn't buy it, and I was so big. I didn't get it. I was in and out real quick. I was going to call you.
Do they have another bottle? Do they have another bottle? Because I would probably get one. So let me know.
I can see if my store has another bottle, but this is delicious. I'm gonna actually have my pour of this because I haven't drank it yet tonight. It is so dang good. It's actually my favorite of the year.
So we doing our favorites.
I mean, it's entirely up to you.
It's up to you. I mean, I brought 3 bottles down just because it's an easy visual thing. But I'm actually gonna. I have two craft, and then I have a really good, just well-known brand. So first of all, my first one is the Middle West Dark Pumpernickel Rye. Now, this is the lower proof one. This is the 98 proofer, 96 proofer.
Gotta love it.
I just got the cash strength as a part of our Secret Santa for TGS.
Is mine that too?
If you have the white label in the bottom, yours is yours is white if it's white. Yeah,
125.3.
So mine is the regular 98 proof. I got recommended this by an actual different podcast from Columbus. Dark Pumpernickel Rye. It doesn't sound like it would be something interesting, but it's super interesting, super good. I actually was one of my first bottles I ever killed drinking, like when I got really into the bourbon whiskey game. So
it is one that everyone should pick up. I will not disagree with that.
Columbus, Ohio. If you can get the cask strength, if it's sitting on your shelf, you can even order all their products from their website. They'll ship them to you. So first one, Middle West Dark Pumpernickel Rye.
Love some pumpernickel. See,
what you got over there, Todd?
I was a rye guy. I love rye. I've always been a rye guy. I love that
Todd,
peppery.
If your Bardstown rye isn't on this list, I'm going to come punch you.
My favorite rye. This Bardstown rye is one of my favorite.
He opened that bottle for me. It's so good. It doesn't even taste like a rye. Like
it is 95% rye.
If you want a bourbon-friendly rye, that's what you want.
It is 95% rye. It is so good. It's You can't. It's part of their origin series. Everything in the origin series is good. You're not talking about super high proof. You're talking right around like mid 90s, 96 for most of it. But for a 95% rye, and I said it before on different. I don't know if it was. I think a different podcast, but it's the test. It's a test that they give you when you go to Bardstown to see if you can tell what this is when they stave it.
I think it was the podcast I did while I was at your house.
From the barrel, like they test you, tell me what this is, and nobody ever guesses a rye because it's got a sweetness like a wheat. I said it was a blend. I said it was a high wheat blend at first because it's got like such a weird sweetness to it. Not a bourbon sweetness, like a sweetness to it, but it's literally 95% rye and 5% barley. Like it's crazy.
With Bardstown, with that cherry wood, you were talking about the alternating staves on their barrels. Because if whoever is listening to this that hasn't been there, they will have a barrel cut in half and show you all the staves, and you can see the clear red staves. Like it is clearly a different color, and that to me makes a world of difference in the aging process.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite. Currently, one of my favorite. One of my.
I hate to shameless plug myself, but go watch a video of Todd surprised me with that one for Sample Saturday because I had no idea.
I
it was
thought
a
you
rye.
were gonna get it for sure.
I knew he was probably going to go to Bardstown, but it seemed like a Penelope like toasted rye or something. Like, it was just way different.
If you haven't tried it, it's a delicious rye.
Yeah.
Highly recommend it.
So my second one is actually going to be a finished one. So it's the Castle and Key Experimental Series rye, and it's finished in, I'm going to butcher the fuck out of this, the Vino de Nahara.
Vino de Naranja?
Yeah, that one. Those barrels.
Oh, you
2024 edition.
Nailed it.
That's VDN everybody didn't know. It's an orange finish. So
I was sipping on this earlier. It is so damn good. That orange wine finish actually balances a rye really, really well. So if it's something that people are trying to get into ryes, I think going with a VDN finish, doesn't matter what the brand, I think going with that VDN finish adds a nice little layer to it that makes it a lot more approachable. And I mean, even this one coming in at a 115 proof, to me, it drinks like a 95 proof.
I love that. I love when it drinks lower proofed.
Yeah. Our pick.
Until it absolutely screws you up because you've had like 6 pours and you're like, oh shit, these are all over like 115.
Our pick did that, and then I'm like, oh shit.
Why else do you fucking drink?
Well, that too.
Okay, so this is my second one is what I'm drinking currently. It is the Frey Ranch Cast Strength Rye.
Bottles.
Their bottles are if you don't have a weapon handy, just throw this at someone. You could do some damage with this thing.
I'm gonna do an experiment here because I got a Frey Ranch.
It is. They are heavy.
And the Castle and Key's got some weight to it too, but which one weighs more? Oh, definitely the Frey Ranch. The Castle and Key's got weight to it, but the Frey Ranch.
Cork is crazy. So this is only one of 5 cast drinks in all of the USA. It's done by our friend, the Real Easy's bottle shop store. I bought this when I was down there. It's actually signed by Colby Frey. I don't know if you can see that. It's a little, absolutely, like, if you've seen any Bruzel videos and you're like, oh, it's a lie. Absolute cream cheese frosting. It is absolutely fantastic. And one I've been drinking a good bit recently, as you can tell.
Atta girl.
So,
did you pick that up when you were down there?
Fuck you. Yes, I picked it up when I was down there. So he shipped it back for me, but yeah. It was like $120, but it was good. I did that okay, so to mind you, I did that the first time flying down to Will's house to go do that pick right there behind Todd on the right there, that one right there, yeah, right there. There you go. We did that pick. It cost me $35 to check it back because I brought a bottle down, but then on the way back, I didn't do that. He just shipped them all for me for like $20, and I was just like, "Hey, cool." And he sent me like 5 bottles back. So
I have zero patience. I would much rather pay the money to check a bag and bring home.
It was okay. I was like fine with it. I'm good. I didn't have room in the bag either. There was no way I was fitting four bottles in there, and I was worried that one bottle that was open was going to spill. So
okay, that's fair. That's fair.
So. You're funny.
What you got over there, Todd?
My second one, and very popular brand.
Who does number 2 work for?
And that's who I was for Halloween. Michner's. Their single barrel straight rye is one of my favorite.
Can we get that brand name again?
Michner's.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. I give him shit for that all the time.
What do I call it? Michner's, right?
You called it Michner's.
I do. Michiganers.
Yeah,
but no, Michner's is
it's
one
not
of
Michiganers.
Their straight rye, single barrel straight rye, easy rye.
Under $50 too.
Yeah, it's a staple.
This is so approachable.
Daily drinker with a lot of flavor, subtle pepper, Not a huge hug. Easy drinker.
It's a very both of yours have been very friendly bourbon drinkers, Ryes, and there's a couple of them I didn't bring down. I probably could have that are more friendly, but
I mean, I have some crazier Ryes, but like to me, like things that I think like just relaxing. If I want to like test something, really like test the palate, I'll go higher. But like when it comes to Ryes, I love Ryes so much. Like I love a drinker rye. I love a drinking rye.
Yeah, super simple.
I like going to those like crazy spicy ryes every once in a while. Like they're so good, but it's not something I can drink every single day.
They seem to give me some heartburn.
You know what I mean?
It seems more heartburn for me with the pepper.
Okay, so I want to say that
you're
about
the young one of the group. And
so
you're
when it
talking
comes
about heartburn?
to proof, okay, I got scoped 9.5 months ago. Anyway, so
I already have my EKG for the year.
How's the ticker? So when it comes to proof to me is better on like I like a higher proof on a bourbon than I do on a rye.
I agree with that
because I think the higher proof, because you're already getting a burn with proof.
And this is 122. I'm getting a burn.
Bourbon and
whiskey
burns. Like it burns. It does.
It's a different burn though. It's a very different burn.
It is.
I get more of just a hug when I drink high proof bourbon. When I drink high proof rye, I get more of like
it's a more spicy.
It's spicy. It's like holy crap.
But it will like actually feel like fire sometimes going down the throat.
A high proof rye, you get that pepper right before the burn, so
and it seems to be more so after I've had a couple pours of those higher proof ones. It's not right away.
For me, it's vice versa. It's like the first 2 pours, I'm like, oh god, and then I got to pour a little bit more.
I just got on that last sip, and I was like, holy crap.
That's why I like when I come down to the bar. I'm like, we're doing something, gonna put a show on and whatever. I want to, and like I lean towards ryes. I love a rye. I'll come down like it's a drinker. I'm gonna go pour myself something that's a nice easy rye. I feel that pepper, a little bit of spice. If I'm cooking a steak dinner. Like I love to cook with a rye. Something like I'm cooking dinner, making a nice red meat dinner. I'm gonna sip on the rye while I'm cooking, and it's like pairing it with a nice deep.
I mean, if you're
wine.
doing some good old S&P on your steak, a rye just cannot go wrong with
S&P.
That's all you need,
dude. If you do not watch Letterkenny, you are way behind life.
S&P 4 minutes per side. That's it. Flip once.
Is that bird of beef?
Is that bird of beef?
Okay, Chris, what you got for your third?
All right, I'm going full tater on this one. And this bottle's not open, but I've had it from my friend. And it is a Sazerac Rye Full Proof.
Ooh, the new one. Okay.
Yes.
The new release.
125 proof is another one of those ryes that actually doesn't drink like a 125 proof. It's a little bit more spicy, but I have personally always thought that the Sazerac Rye 90, 80 proof, whatever the heck it's supposed to be, is good. It's fine. Nothing wrong with it.
It's a great cocktail rye.
Exactly, but it's not enjoyable to sip
on. The regular
size,
like what, 90 proof is super easy cocktail.
Something like that. Hold on.
Dude, paper planes, if you're making old fashions that the
90 proof.
The 90 OG proof. Sazerac at that is one of the best cocktail
100%
ryes bourbons you can
like
buy.
You want to make the paper plane, you want to make a Sazerac cocktail, like it is great.
Sazerac.
It's amazing, but I've always wanted more out of it, and I think going to the 125 proof, like I can drink it as is, but actually I have like took a couple drops of water and diluted it down just a little bit, so it's probably like a 115 proof in the Glen, and it's so good. It's so easy to sip on. It's nice. It's flavorful.
You love those bourbon-friendly ryes. It's great.
No, to me personally, it's not really a bourbon-friendly rye, but it's not a harsh sipper for the proof. Like it's still your rye flavors, right? It's really, really good, but it doesn't have that like we were just talking about, that like high proof burn. I think it actually has like a really mild burn, and I think diluting it just a little bit, just a couple drops of water, really just like pulls some really good flavors out that pop just a little bit more.
You're not wrong there.
Fair assessment.
Okay, my last one before some honorable mentions, hopefully, because I have a couple I forgot upstairs.
Yep, I have an honorable mention.
My honorable mention was the Sazerac for cocktails.
It's the Michter's barrel strength rye.
No way. Who would have thunk?
I knew one of you was gonna have that.
I had to. It's just too good.
I honestly don't own one.
I have the 10,
it's not that
and I
have
the higher proof one. This one's better to me than the 10. The 10 is very approachable, easy sipper, but I prefer the barrel strength. This bottle's just if you can find this bottle for 120, 150 bucks just between. Buy it. It's a fantastic rye. One of my favorites. And as Todd would say, Mickner's is their Ryes, even down to the regular one that Todd had, the regular shelfer, is to the barrel strength, and the 10 in between is fantastic.
A little show off over here.
Is that the one you got at your grandparents' house or whatever?
This was because my family grew up right beside the. My family
the
grew up right
original.
beside the original Mickner's.
The Michiganers.
Shit, I got to try to hang this back up from afar.
Yeah, good luck.
Good luck on that, dog.
I'm waiting to hear the crash.
This is going to be a 2-hour episode. I'm going to put it back down here.
Probably a smart decision.
Dude, I knew as soon as we hit like college football, we were already 30 minutes in. I was like, oh shit, this is going to be a long one. We also haven't made a video in like 3 weeks, so.
We missed each other. We needed each other,
but there was some good shit that went on this week.
Yeah.
Last couple weeks.
Football's been crazy the last couple weeks. Okay, Todd, end it off over there.
Well, I don't have it. My honorable mention was this like a cocktail one, was the Sazerac. So I'm not going to have an honorable mention. My number 3 for Ryes is I love sweet and flavored Ryes. So like honestly, my favorite drink right now, period, which I'm not going to pour it because the open one I have is over there. The other ones I don't. Is like that Blue Note Honey Cask Rye.
Good one.
Oh,
so
solid.
like I am loving a sweetened rye done right. Not like I don't like the sweetened ones that taste like you're drinking candy, but it was just like that subtleness, that little like sweet bomb to it. And another one is so like along the lines of that, like Penelope, the maple brulee rye. It's not maple syrup, it's Canadian maple brulee. So it's not maple syrup sweet. And again, full tater.
Yeah, full tater. Can you send me one of those samples? Let's go.
This like
he's sending us samples anyway, so you're fine.
That rye, that maple brulee rye, it's such a nice compliment to a rye where people try and infuse and do a lot of like bourbon projects with sweetness, and bourbon's already sweet. So I think when you do a sweeter project with a rye, it's a nice yin and yang compliment.
That's how I feel about the Dark Arts Amberana Rye, because it's just the Amberana bourbons are too much for me. The Amberana Ryes are fantastic.
Which is why I feel like Amberana is so, and it's been the year of Amberana, let's be honest, is so heavily misused.
It's been the year of ALWs too for me, at least visual-wise, like seeing the perspective.
Amberana has been so misused because of that.
By the way, let's cheers real quick to our last episode of the year. So
cheers.
Oh yeah,
I just thought about it. It's the 30th already.
Speaking on your Penelope though, I think I have a hot sauce. I forget the brand, but it's in a grenade. But it's a hot sauce maple syrup, or it's a hot maple syrup. Ooh. And I love making like a maple syrup old fashioned. I think like that Penelope rye you're talking about with a spicy maple syrup, like a habanero maple syrup, would be very interesting.
That's what people have been taking the peach old fashioned Penelope and putting a toasted rye on top of it as an extra shot, because
that's a good idea.
Yeah, because it gives it the sweet and spicy kind of thing. I'm very big on the sweet and spicy. It's a nice. If you don't want the spice flavor bomb all the time, like the spice just hits you just right in the chest, then that's a good option.
Pow, right in the kisser.
You got any honorable mentions over there, Chris?
I do.
I was going to bring this down as my bottle, but
no, this is not the one. This is not.
Oh, it's not the one.
So this is not the Hero Select, right? But this is just your standard old. Well, this one's a store pick, but it's your standard Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye. And the reason I think these are my honorable mentions and they're sleepers is this barrel pick in particular came from Warehouse 1-13. It's a Coy Hill warehouse. You can find these on the shelf for a damn good price, and you can get a Coy Hill product without paying hundreds of dollars for Coy Hill.
Yo, those
Why would you not do
Hills
that?
Were fucking sexy.
Yeah, they were sexy. But I also am not spending a couple $100 when I can get this for $60.
Dude, I have like 12 of those.
And this one right here is 134.2 proof. Like, come on, if you're being a proof chaser for a rye, come on, the Jack Daniels. It's a solid honorable mention. You can find these store picks or not all day long.
That is a good rye. And that's Jack Daniels, that and their Heritage Select, some
Yeah.
good bottles.
They really are.
The Heritage is fantastic. It's a great bottle.
If
Mine's
you can
coming
get your
this
hands on a
weekend.
Hero Select, though, I have mine right here.
You finally
get your-
do they not have them in Pennsylvania?
They did as to get them, but like I wait until I wait till I can get them. So like,
Oh, okay, makes
I'm
sense.
actually going for the pour of this one now.
My honorable mention is obviously the Hero Select Rye. It's a fantastic one. The Coy Hill, as well as he said, it was. I was going to bring it down, but I did not. I chose not to
you
because
guys
it was
had
a
the
one.
same honorable mention.
Well, his is a different release.
Mine's the normal one. His is got to be the Hero Select.
The Hero Select was picked by
gotta be
the.
the hero.
But in all fairness, thank you everyone that is in the military.
sorry.
For your service.
JB, go. Sorry. But no, that is that like a step up. What's the proof difference between the two?
Oh, it varies. It varies.
Oh, the Hero Select's released from August all the way on. So they drop, and then they're gone.
The
They
Hero
don't-
Select are single barrels, so depending on where
Always
you are
picked
within the
by
country.
like the Rye was picked by Melvin Keebler, who's the president of J.
Yeah, I haven't had
Yeah.
any of the Hero Selects.
Hit your boy
I had
Will
to-
up. They're good.
Yeah, you have to source them because unless
All
you're military,
bases.
yeah, they're all on bases. So unless you're military, you have to find friends that have them, and it's worth
Really?
because they're not even that much more expensive. If any more
They're actually
expensive.
cheaper, I think, because they get a little discount on classics. There's
Now,
no
some
tax.
people-
There's no tax. So
Yeah. Now, some people, I will say, like where I got mine from, I paid a little over $100 for. I'm not mad about it. It is so damn good. I'm actually not mad about it. I bought it from someone that sells it secondary. That's something I did on my own, and I don't normally do that, but I knew it was worth it, so I did it, which is a rarity. But if you find someone on base, you know someone that's on base, yeah, do it. It's so.
I
damn
didn't
good.
realize they were released to that limited capacity.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yep.
The Hero Select is only on
It's
base,
not-
and now they do
it's not.
bourbons too.
It's limited in the sense. Well, they did bourbons and they went to a Rye and then they came back to
That's
bourbon.
bourbon,
Yeah. They might not do a Rye ever again. We'll see. But the Hero Selects are very limited in the places you can get them, but they release a crap ton of barrels. Like there's so many barrels.
Yeah.
Like
It's technically in abundance.
yeah. There's like the Rye. It was a 133 proof. It was a 135 proof. There was 137
got-
proof. There was 138 proof.
I gotta
Like
look
it's
at mine.
crazy.
Hold on.
I got 2 honorable mentions.
Mine's a 137 proof.
Hit them with it.
He had the high
Oh,
one.
dude, that 137 is so.
I have
Oh, it's so
135, I
fucking
think. My honorable mentions were the JD Hero Select, and then I have the Hard Truth Sweet Mash Rye. Fantastic one. I have a pick of it. I've had the regular option, and
Sweet
the pick
Mash.
is just the pick has a cherry pie ending to it, and it's just to die for.
Ooh.
And
Oh,
then I
cherry
have
pie?
yeah,
Sounds
and then I have what was the last one? The last one was any of the Knob Creek Barrel Select Ryes, like like I've had a couple of really good ryes from Knob Creek, but
Can I throw a weird one in here? Not even an honorable mention.
Sagamore Double Oak. I forgot about Sagamore Double Oak. Go ahead.
Or
If
the
that was the
10-year.
one he pulled out,
The
would be
10-year.
funny as shit right now.
No, by Sagamore, you could probably see right here. Oh, actually, it's just off screen. If you're a bourbon drinker and you want to get into ryes, there's plenty of bourbon drinker ryes out there. But if you really are unsure about it, speaking of Knob Creek, the bourbon rye, this is really damn good. This is a really good balance to join into the ryes if that's what you're looking for. 113 proof, by the way.
I think it is more bourbon into rye than rye your initial
Yeah.
Yes,
into bourbon.
Yeah.
but I think if
I
someone,
think I'm one of the weird ones.
You went
No,
opposite, dude. Why? How? What?
Yeah, you.
My life is bass backwards. I don't understand.
Well, that'll happen. But I think that Knob Creek 113 proof. If you're really nervous about ryes, the bourbon rye blend is a really good intro to it.
I actually like the High West one a little bit better than the Knob Creek one.
I want to agree with you, but I've never had it, so I cannot speak on it.
Yeah. I've had a sample of it. It's fantastic.
Honest assessment.
That was robotic.
Yeah, you sound like one of the people that gives you like a coin for
Can we
winning
just have that
something.
like a button on one of our vocasters? Just
I wish I'm buying one of those things. I want to have
the Dark
like,
Guard, Dark Guard Amberana Rye for me too. I forgot about that one.
I'm
mentioned it earlier.
gonna have a soundbite thing connected to my thing so I can.
I think there is things that you can like.
There are,
Let's
but
see.
I have a little. I have it. I haven't set it up.
it's not me. My phone is the camera, not me.
I think he's doing it on purpose.
Oh yeah, he is. I can
Well,
see
we're
your
playing the
screen.
New Year's song as we sign off.
You get louder. Put it up to the
Yeah, I
microphone
can't
at least.
hear it. Like,
There we go. That's better.
thanks everybody for watching. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. And Happy New Year to all, since you guys will be seeing
We're
this
gonna get nailed
after.
for music rights.
Lieutenant
Yeah.
Dan.
And it'll
See
be
you
Come
Todd's
party,
Todd's fault.
Lieutenant Dan.
See us all in the new year.
Subscribe
And
and see the distiller we have coming next week.
yeah, Larrikin's coming on. We'll see you all later.
Oh,
Cheers.
he spoiled it.
See you soon,
Fucking
Greg.
spoiled
They
it.
fucking I put it out today.
I'm
They
just
already knew.
kidding.
They already fucking knew.
I'm just kidding. God damn. Fuck JB.
Cheers, y'all.